And welcome once again to Community Viewpoint. That's what it is. I'm still John Pawlak, your host. And thanks for not being at Walmart returning your gifts right now and watching this show. So this is taped naturally right after Christmas. And I went past Walmart on the way here and the parking lot was full. So we had Linda Wright for our first segment. We have another special guest, Dr. Tom Waters, from our town board member, currently the clerk, I believe you are.
Yes, I am.
And luckily, I went to the Christmas dinner yesterday. I was very shy with guests, and Tom was very gracious and said, "Yes, I will come and speak." And what should we talk about today?
Well, there are a couple of things we could talk about. We can talk about all the places that give discounts to veterans and
Yes.
military members.
Yes.
And I'd also like to talk about what all veterans and their families need to know, and that's contacting their service officers.
And whenever you're ready.
Okay.
What do you want to start out with first?
Well, let's start off with what all the veterans and their families need to know.
Okay.
Because we have so many veterans, not only in Nye County, but across the country. There are veterans that have never contacted the Veterans Administration for any reason.
I find that very disheartening, especially if there's Vietnam era veterans. Oh wait, that's us.
Yes.
They still haven't contacted the VA for whatever reason, and they're without any health care whatsoever.
That's correct.
And no matter how much you can complain about the veterans, it's VA, it's better to have something than nothing at all. So I find it very hard to believe.
As a matter of fact, there was one veteran that happened to be up in the Tonopah area and ran into a captain. He had been a helicopter pilot. And he was limping, and as he walked away, the veteran asked, he said, "Well, what kind of medical do you have with the VA?" And the guy said, "Well, I never contacted the VA." And he said, why haven't you contacted? He said, "Well, once I got off active duty, I just didn't want to have anything to do with anything with that." And he talked to him about contacting his service officer and some of the benefits that he could get. And the guy was just totally unaware of anything that he had coming.
And there's so many different ways we can contact service representatives. There's one we can just try it online ourselves, but we have different venues here that you know of.
Yes, you can always try the other ways, but we have people here that are willing to help, and because they're willing to help, I always say, the service organizations that are around, we have the DAV, Disabled American Veterans. We have the VFW, Veterans of Foreign Wars. And both of those agencies have service officers that are willing to help. Mm-hmm. So all you need to do is, if you're a member of either one of those, or if you just go to the VFW post or the DAV meeting and let them know, "Look, I'd like to contact a service officer." And they'll give you the name, the number, and that's all you have to do.
And I know the DAV is at the hospital, our Pahrump Hospital, on Tuesday and Wednesday mornings. I don't have the exact time, but you could visit them there to get the ball rolling for health care, minimal if you need, or depending on how much, how badly you were hurt in the service, you could have 100% disability for different reasons too.
That's correct. As a matter of fact, anybody that's been in the service, you've been exposed to jumping out of airplanes, cannon noise. If you're on a ship, you have all the different things that you're exposed to. Doesn't matter what branch of service you're in, you're exposed to something that is probably going to be detrimental in the future. I wear hearing aids, so having been around airplanes for over 30 years and not really protecting my hearing as I should have when I was younger, I wish I had. And so that's a service-connected disability. And the VA is very good at taking care of that. You mentioned that our service officers for the DAV are at the hospital, at the Desert View Hospital, on Tuesdays from 8 to 2, and on Wednesdays from 7 to 4.
Good, I'm glad you had the times.
So that's Tony Falcone on Tuesday and Bob Hammond on Wednesdays. And they've added 2 additional service officers.
Because of the amount of people that they're getting now.
That's correct.
But that's because they've reached out also, letting more people know.
Letting people know about it in every way we can. We have Riddell Samuel and Ken Curran with the DAV, and we have Linda Bacon-Kendall at the VFW. But our Nye County Service Officer, Brandy Metheny, you know, she's in the county building, and you can go there. So there are many people reaching out to families and veterans to help them through anything that the VA have. The VA, you know, they also have let me say the correct thing, is the VA loan for home mortgage and the GI Bill for education.
Oh, I jumped on those right.
So those are there.
Yeah.
And once you file anything with the VA, you get a VA claim number. Mm-hmm. And once you have that number, you can use that for everything with the VA.
No, you also have it on the federal level for education and also on the state level. When I was back in Illinois, I did the federal and the state. That's
correct. And you find, too, that here in Nevada, they give discounts just because you're a veteran. If you go to UNLV or if you go to UNR. So those are state schools, and they'll take care of you.
Mm-hmm. And the VA loan for homes, and also with our the assessor or the clerk's office, we can get a discount for either our property taxes or our license from the DAV.
For your vehicles, that's correct.
But you have to register, and it's a little, but it all adds up.
It all adds up, and it's very good. In fact, my license plate for my last car was $345. But with the discount as a veteran, it was $33.
Oh, I'll talk to you offline for that. That's quite a discount, yes.
And that's going through the assessor's office and being a veteran. So those things are very important.
And you want to mention about the veterans for the health line?
Absolutely.
Oh, gosh.
Every veteran should be, if you've got a computer or if you know somebody with a computer, you should be online with My Healthy Vet. And it's myhealth.va.gov. And if you put that in and then you register, you can go online, you can refill your medications. You don't have to go to the clinic, they'll mail it to you. You can see your appointments. You can see so many things at myhealth.va.gov. And the other link that you can get is ebenefits.va.gov. And every veteran should be registered there as well, because on there you can follow any claim that you have. You can also look at your medical care. You can also see when your ID card expires for you or your dependents. On eBenefits, there are so many things you can do.
So, yeah, or with as far as we were talking about the prescription, I like to go chat like once every couple of months, and I deliver newspapers from the Veteran Reporter. So I'm there. I just go and put my prescription in there, put my card in there. She asks for my last 4, and then it comes in the mail 4 days later. That's easy too. But if you can't do that, go online. If you're computer literate, we can do that.
You almost don't have to be computer literate for these. They will walk you through and let you know which area you should be in. It has an area up there, refill meds. Click on that, it shows your meds, and it lets you refill them, and then it tells you, okay, we've got it.
Okay.
And then it comes in the mail. There's another thing with eBenefits that I thought was very good, and that's the fact that not only can you look at the ID card stuff, you look at the dependent stuff, follow your claims, it's just everything there for you. Whether it's a GI loan or whether it's a letter. If you need a letter to show somebody that you're a veteran, you can just print out the letter. It has a signature block, it dates, and you can just print out the letter. You don't have to contact the VA to say, this is what I need. So many letters for almost every occasion. The fact that you're a veteran, how much you're receiving from the VA, they will give you a letter for that, and you just print it out.
So they do make it easy for us veterans.
Makes it very
Yes.
easy.
And what you had alluded to a couple of minutes ago, also the discounts for veterans. I had some time on my hands, so I was able to find out from a web page a lot of discounts that veterans are able to get, whether it be retail, whether it be theaters. Where else was that?
Just a second.
Discounts for military and veterans, Dollywood, Nexbury Farm, things like that. So I'll definitely have this available at the next DAV meeting and
Great.
possibly town board meetings if there are any. Oh, wait a minute, there's no more town board meetings.
There's no more town board meetings
Yeah, so
unless we
please-
have a special meeting, and I don't expect that to happen.
Yeah, so please stop coming on the second and fourth Tuesday of the
Yes.
month. I know that's entertainment for some of us,
Well, after the 4th, then I can say former Pahrump town board member.
but you're still on the job. You're still
We're
on
still
duty,
on the
right?
job until the 4th.
Yes. So we'll have some of these available for veteran and military discounts, 80 places and where heroes get almost what they deserve, and also another senior discount, 65 and above. So we'll have. I'll share this. I have shared this with Dr. Waters already, and then we'll have that available too. So another way for us to get what's due to us. I know I spend too much time going to Carl's Jr. because I get my senior discount over there. So
Yeah, on some they do have the senior or the veteran. You can take one or the other.
Right.
But there are so many places that have the veteran discount.
right, or there's our AAA. You know, you won't get them unless you ask for a lot of
That's
them.
correct. You know, as a matter of fact, if we just got a couple seconds,
Yeah.
I was taking my wife downtown. This is Las Vegas, and we were going to see a show, the Factor show, the guy with the puppets. It was because I wanted to be right up front. I wanted to do something for her. Both tickets together was $330, and I've never paid that much to see a show. But I said, for her, I'm going to do it. While I was standing there, I had my hat on, and the lady said, "Are you a veteran?" And I said, "Yes." She said, "You have a card." I showed her my veteran's card. I said, "Does that make a difference?" She said, "Oh, yeah." Both tickets were then $180.
Oh, great. So you see, it works. You know,
It
and
works.
It's
But
there.
I didn't ask.
Yes.
Now, whenever I go, I ask, "Do you have a veteran discount?"
So I'll have to start wearing a hat. But I want to thank you, Dr. Waters, and I want to thank you for watching. And once again, I hope everyone, including us and Patrick and everyone, has a happy new year. And we will see you on the other end of it. We'll see you next year, and thank you for watching. Thank you.